Yes. You're welcome on Poultry TV. And this is Kaso's Robert Virginia from Dam of Katantaki. Yeah, why broilers are better than layers? Or why you need, as a beginner, why you should venture into broilers before joining the commercial layers. Here's my take on this. One, for those people who are a little bit impatient, broilers are good for you. They take 4 weeks to be ready for market. And after 4 weeks, you put your cash in the pocket and you move on to the next batch. Unlike layers, where you have to wait for 4 to 5 months. 4 in which those around 17 to 21 weeks. Unlike for broilers where they're only 4. That's one. Two, broilers, they're not they're not capital intensive. They're layers. For the layers, it's capital intensive. You have to put in, for instance, 500 layers. You need like 12 million, 10 to 15 million from day one to when they begin laying. Because recently we are calculating with someone and we found out that one layer needs 12 kilograms of feed from day one up to point of lay. And if you multiply that's like 12 times let's say if feed is around 1,600, that's like 12 times 600. Yeah, it's like 20,000 each bird. That's around like 9 million, 9.6, 500 layers. Unlike 500 broilers, where you only need 5 millions. 5 million. Yeah, you need 5 million. But for layer, you need around 9.5, 9.6 plus purchasing them. Let's say it is around 4,800 or 5,000. That's 2.5 million. So 2.5 million plus the one they consume, that's already 12 million something. So broilers are a bit low capital intensive, unlike the commercial layers. Another reason why broilers are better from layers are that broilers, you vaccinate few things. Broilers only vaccinate most of those when I always see, you vaccinate only Newcastle and Gombolo. 2 times of Newcastle, 2 times of Gombolo. And some breeds I had that, like no, I'm not saying it out. You only vaccinate only 2 times. Only Newcastle and Gombolo, that's all. Newcastle and Gombolo. But recently they were 2 times each. 2 times Newcastle 1, Newcastle 2, Gombolo 1, Gombolo 2. So you vaccinate few things. Then come to layers. You have to vaccinate Newcastle, Gombolo, flat typhoid, flowpox. You have to deworm. There is the colyza, there is the salmonella E, C, E and the T. There is what? Could salmonella be the same as typhoid? I'll confirm. But with the layers, you have to vaccinate many things. Flowpox, for typhoid, Newcastle, there is Gombolo, you have to deworm, you have to debake. But for broilers, there is no debaking. Vaccination is only 2 times or 4. And after 4 weeks, there you go. Get your cash, put it here. Another thing, layers, you're more likely to face many diseases. Why? You're going to keep these layers for a longer period of time, unlike for broilers, so you keep them for 4 weeks, and there you go. Since you're going to keep these layers for around most of the people keep them for 18 months. That's 1 year and 6 months. Yeah, very few people make it up to 2 years. But if you keep them for, let's say, 1.6 months, 18 months, you're going to face the seasonal diseases. Yeah? If a disease hit your region, believe me, if you don't manage your biosecurity well, your visitors, your family members, your workers who come in and come out, you're likely to always face those seasonal diseases which come and hit the entire community. And you hear that this community, the Savannah region, they have this kind of disease, it's killing their chicken. Newcastle hit this, you're likely to face those seasonal diseases. Unlike for broilers, since you're keeping them for 4 weeks, even if the seasonal diseases come, by the time they try to hit you, you're putting them on market. Huh? Another thing is that you need in terms of labor, layers need more. Layers need more workers, unlike broilers. Because broilers, if you have these big feeders, you can feed them once, as long as you put enough feed to cover the entire day. You feed them once, you give them the water once, and you go do other things. Unlike for layers, you have to feed them, give them also water, and you have to be coming in, getting eggs, removing the eggs, egg picking, remove the eh? So that's also this part of it. Another thing is about the brooder. The brooder. The brooder for broilers is only between to 14 8 to 14 days, around there, the brooder for layers. But the brooder for layers is between 1 month to 2. A full month. They go for a full month of brooding. So that's another reason as to why you have to, another advantage why broilers are better than layers. Another one is layers reduce in numbers because of overstay at the farm. True, they do reduce in numbers. You cannot, if you begin with 1,000, by the time you offlay them after 2 years or 18 months, you'll be having 950, 900, even 850. Yeah, you can't. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to keep 1,000. But these commercial layers from day 1 up to 18 months, it's impossible. I bet my head, however careful you are, whether you did veterinary to masters, to PhD, what, I bet myself on that you can't fail to get out one case. Yeah, there won't be many if you manage well, but still there will be some cases. Yeah, either can be diseases, mismanagement. Like recently, someone bought a brooder, and these drinkers, she sat the drinker on the younger chick. She didn't know. By the time she came back after 2 hours, removing the drinkers, under the drinker was one dead chick. So it's impossible. It's possible. Still something will come up. Another thing, reduced production due to aging. True, as they grow, they reduce in the production. When they begin laying, when they start laying, they start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They just go on increasing slowly, and 1 tray, 5 tray, not until you reach their climax. And still they cannot lay 100%. It's nearly impossible. But they can go up to 98, 97, 99. I hear people saying some lay up 99%. Personally, I've never seen that, but I've ever seen 98%, 97, 96, 95, 100%. So when they reach that percentage, as they age, like if they begin laying in January, then they reach 95 around February or March. Then you go March, April, May, June, July. They will begin reducing from 95 94, 93. They can keep on 93 for another 3 or 2 months. Then they go to 90. And by the time you reach 18 months, they'll be around 80 or 85, even 75% percentage in laying. Hmm? If you come back in terms of tray of eggs, let's say you have 1,000 commercial layers. If they start laying with the 30 eggs, the first 3 months or 2 months, after those 3 months, they'll go to from 30 to 19, 18, 17. Yeah. The curve is always like this. It cannot go like this. Or it cannot be straight. Very impossible. No, no, no. No one should lie you that. No. No, 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 no. Broilers have fewer risks. Yeah, because you keep them for a very short period of time on the farm. Uh, they have fewer risks. Unlike these layers, high risk. High risk. Another advantage why you need to start for with the I think faster. I've already talked about that. Faster return on investment. Yeah, broilers are faster. Yeah, because after 4 weeks you're earning. Unlike the layers, why I have to wait for 4 to 5 months to earn. Space efficiency. Yeah, broilers require less space, unlike layers. Now, like this building house structure here, they have we have 500 here. So in these 500 love layers here, you can keep like 2,000. Let me see, 1,000. You can even keep 3,000 in this same structure where you're keeping 500 layers. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching Porto TV with your boy Kasozo Robert Kenya, former Sekadama. Please subscribe on this channel for more of the same.